Fly me to the moon, let me dream those charts. Let me see what freedom's like, without dollars and gold bars. In other words, I'll hold my keys. In other words, let's make history. Fill my wallet with coins, and let me hold out hell forevermore. You're the currency I stand for, all I worship and adore. In other words, I choose you. In other words, I love you. Yes, oh Bitcoin, your love is true and unconditional. You're my knight in shining armor in this dark, cruel world. I honestly don't know what I'd do without you. You're not just any digital currency, there's only 21 million of you. And in a world we share with like 8 billion freaking people, that makes you very special to me and so many other. Because only so many people can hold you. I am so happy I found you. And now you're going to coins, and let me hold out forevermore and more. You're the currency I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, I choose you. In other words, I love you. I do. Fill my wallet with coins, and let me hold out forevermore. You're the currency I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, I choose you. In other words, I love you. Hodl. I do, and Bitcoin, I know you stand for financial freedom. No one else can do what you do. If that isn't true love, then I don't know what is. And you provide me with trust and transparency. We've been through the bear market, the bull market. You shrugged off those naysayers, you always came out on top. You don't play games, you are my digital soulmate. You fix the money, and you fix the world.
There is no second best.
Only you. Only you. Fill my wallet with coins, and let me hold at forevermore. You're the currency I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, I choose you. In other words,
boring day, really. A nothing burger. Oh no, guys, it's over. The markets are dead. Emergency, emergency. Yeah, pal pretty much did nothing today, guys. It was nothing. The whole thing was just nothing, as it usually is. Him basically citing the same things he's gone and run around our entire market for the last 5 years I've watched him. Anyway, so how's it going in the chat? How's it going in the chat? Coming back from your boy in Arizona. You're in Arizona right now? That's where I want to be. That's where all the Bitcoin craziness is happening right now. Of course, with the first Bitcoin state, Arizona. Yeah, yo boy, my boy, yo boy. Let me know if you got space out there. I'll bite. Mad Adam says, gather around everyone for crypto excellence in action. More like just crypto chaos. Yes. Party time, says A guy. Party time. Where's the party at? $84,000 Bitcoin right now, struggling to stay ahead above water. Let's get the dancing mascots out of here. And Head Dagger, hello in the chat as well. How's it going, everyone? How's it going? Of course, bringing you your regularly scheduled program, Crypto Chaos. All right, so $84,000 Bitcoin is sitting at right now. Yeah, let me zoom back in here. Of course, I got of course. Chill a little bit, all right? I'm sick and tired of winning, guys. I'm so tired of it.
So much, you may even get tired of winning.
I am.
Please, let's win. Can't take it anymore.
Every freaking day, guys. Yeah, here we go again. Of course, last night we called this one feeling a little bit bullish. A baseline or bearish. That's kind of where we were feeling last night. Of course, we were. Or were we baseline and bull? I don't even remember anymore. You have to go back and look at the last stream. But of course, I called it again. Yeah, go. Yeah, I don't want to get all the credit. Again, I'm a humble person. I'm a humble guy. But when I'm right, I'm right, and I'm always seem to be right on point. I don't know why. Well, I know why. It's because of the crypto chaos magic we do every single night. Of course, lighting the candle with a Benny yesterday. It's funny because yesterday we got a Super Bowl prediction out of the market. Today we did not, although we did just briefly touch the high of that Super Bowl prediction right before the market sold off into Powell's a meeting at around 1:32 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, of course. And the market's still trying to digest this. It's pretty much nothing. He said the same stuff he said all over and over. And I got clips. I got clips all for days for you. Of course, citing all the stuff he said in the past. And yeah, let's move on. Let's get back in the chat. Strawberry Dragon's in the chat as well. Hello. Of course, my favorite type of dragon, I guess. Strawberries. So, well, I mean, I do like the color red. So if it's a red dragon, I'm all for it. Good evening, Otaku. How's it going? Hidegger, gold is pumping steady. Bet it'll be over 3,500 by the end of April. Got some news on that, too, because our boy Pompliano out there is making the rounds like he is every single day. And yeah, he's calling for a new all-time high for Bitcoin within the next 100 days, as it has always followed gold. You're right when you're right, and you're right. And you're always right. That's one of my favorite quotes. Yo boy from Spaceballs. That's right, Barf. I almost named my dog Barf once. Otaku, I did buy the new candle. Salute. Okay, so salute. Tola in the chat. How's it going, Tola? I did get my coffee machine working this morning, guys, after the live stream. So I am ready to go for some more chaos. And I found the perfect coffee mug for our coffee chaos hour in the morning. Yeah, what is up? Crico Jared also in the chat as well. Guys, I'm hoping to get this whole house order, sale or whatever done, and move into a new place here soon. I've got a showing tomorrow morning, so I will not be able to make my live stream tomorrow morning. And I'll remind you guys at the end of the chat, too, for those who are not with us yet. All right, so moving on. Getting into what's Bitcoin doing right now. Well, it looks like actually the foreign market wants to buy some of this dip. They're like, you stupid Americans, we're going to buy all this stuff from you. And yeah, so that's what we're seeing right now. We're seeing a little bit of a pre-market rally for Japan. Japan, of course, opens up in the next 15-25 minutes. Let's see. Japan time. I need a clock just always. Japan. I don't know why I don't have one. 9 o'clock right now. So they open up. I think they're on par with, there's a 9:30 Japan market. Japan market open also at 9:30 as well. No, it's right now. They're already open. They're already opened. They are an hour off parity from us. So Japan's already trading. They're buying it up on the market open as we speak. All the dip right now. Let's get back to the Bitcoin chart and see what's going on. We don't really see anything on the 15 minute, on the 5 minute, on the 1 minute. It definitely do see it. Although, of course, we got to really zoom in to see that. That's what we're looking at right there. Yeah, selling off a little bit as we touch the top of that new level of resistance. Is that really that strong on the 1 minute? Apparently it is. Sitting at 84.1, knocking us back down to retest 80K. And of course, you can watch this all day because it's the 1 minute chart. And it always leaves you sitting on the end of your seat. I know because I watched this damn thing for the first year of my first bull run. So anyway, moving into some of our metrics while we're waiting for this to play out. I would say within the next 15 minutes we get some confidence in the market, figure out what's going on with that there. Man, these candles are getting messy now too. Jeez, this is the 15 minute. Looking messy. All right, let's get into it, guys. Let's get into it. All right, I got a whole entire lineup for you today. Oh, of course, we got to unpack Jerome too, so we got to have time for that. All right, moving on. Crypto Fear and Greed Index today is looking a little, it's looking okay. On the market open right now, it's sitting about 30 in fear. We're down about 5 to 6 from yesterday, give or take. CNN, of course, bringing you the Fear and Greed Index for the stock market, sitting at about 14 right now, up 10 points from the lowest we've ever seen it at 4. So still not looking good. Not looking good for traditional assets right now. The Dixie right now, look at this, guys. We're almost going to see a new low. We may have already seen a new low, and we might have missed it. 99.25, just a couple days ago, we hit that target. So yeah, let me get back to the 5-day. I might show it in the 5-day. Where's the 99.25? Right here. I think it was right in there. So it was on the 11th. We hit that 99.25. So we're about ready to hit a new low on the Dixie for the year. We have not hit these lows, these extremes. I repeat, for the last 3 years. This is new territory where we are, of course, heading into bull season for crypto assets. 416. Okay, so today's the 16th. And yeah, look at that. We did break a new low within the last 15-20 minutes. Super exciting, guys. Oh, actually, no, it was even lower. Nah, still put 2.24. So it's still, the Dixie's still trying to stay above that 0.25 range. Yeah, so hopefully we'll see this entirely sell off into the treasury yield will be affected by that too. Okay, so top 10 assets right now, top 100 coins pumping right now on the day. Everything looking pretty neutral, on up about a 2% roughly on average. Yeah, I mean, it's okay. Radium, of course, has the most move today. Core as well. Nothing else really I can see here notable that I want to really shout out to. Solana had a big resurgence. Thank God, up 4% almost. I do need to dip some of my toes back into ZBAC. I have a little bag of Solana on the sidelines waiting for that move as well. Jasmine's down about 1% today. Some of our other favorite coins, of course, let's take a look at those real quick. For those in the chat, if you guys are familiar with ZBAC, Swift coin's up 11.5% today. Wow, ZBAC's up 5% today. XCN down 5%. Jasmine's down 1%. And Miria is down 5% on the day. If you guys are familiar with these projects here, these are some of my favorite bags I am holding. What else do I got going on? The top, my top 20, 25 picks. Nothing really else moving. Solana's still the big taker on the day in my bag as well. All right, let me know in the chat what you guys are excited about right now. What you guys are buying. I'm still buying up the DCA and into ZBAC. I think that's kind of my DCA bag right now. It's probably I'm the one probably pumping it today. That's probably why. But yeah, I think that's kind of where I'm throwing all either that or I'm dumping more into Jasmine. I've got more than enough of my fair share of Bitcoin for this run. All right, let's see what's going on. Bitcoin market cap. Speaking of Bitcoin market cap is still above 64%.
This entire idea of like 60% dominance is bullshit, ridiculous.
Yeah, it is ridiculous. Thank you, Sailor. It's absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, as we still haven't seen these levels since 2021. So confirmed, bull run confirmed. Altcoin season ahead. Well, we got to shed this down quite a lot. Last time we saw these highs, Bitcoin dominance went from 65 to 70%, then back down to 65, and then crashed down to 30%. Not the coin's value. It's the amount of money in our space against Bitcoin. Of course, going back to last year to date, 6 months, 5 years. 5 years will show us. Boom, right there is what I'm talking about. The run up to about 70% dominance, going back down to about 60, and then the fall off to about 40% dominant, and then we ran. So again, there's a lot more coins to go through now, right? Money has to go through all things. It's just kind of like the Force, and like Yoda explaining the Force. It's in all things. It's in the rock. It's in the trees. Yeah, well, all the cash, all the fiat dollars are going to be in every project. And right now there's is there 100 times the amount of coins that there was back in the last bull run? About. Last bull run, there's about 3,000 tokens. I think now there's about 3 million tokens. So, yeah, maybe 1,000 times. I don't know. I'm good at moon math. I'm not good at just general math. Anyway, let's get back in the chat real quick and see what is going on with you guys today. Gold is pumping out steady. Yes, you're right. You're right. Yeah. Okay, did I buy another candle? I did not! Tola, I did not buy another candle. We are going to just wing it again today and light another Benny into the candle and get it going again, because it worked for us yesterday. I still got to get out of the house and finish all my my house stuff, man. The house stuff. Does something happen when I press this thumbs up and subscribe button? Oh, that's right, yo boy, reminding me, of course, to remind you guys, if you're new to the channel, if you like what you're seeing here tonight, please like and subscribe, or else Benny might get burned. No! He'll probably get burned anyway. But yeah, please like, subscribe, do all the things down below. Of course, we're trying to keep it real here and building the community out, fleshing it out every single day, adding new stuff to the show. Oh my, I'm working on so much content I can't wait to roll out, but this damn house is about to get sold. I'm going to have to buy a laptop and get things going that way for a while. I don't know what I'm going to have to do. Hopefully it's a smooth transition. Well, I'll let you know as it goes, guys. But, yeah, it's some crazy stuff I got on the lineup right now. Yeah, you guys are going to love it. You guys are going to love it. Especially the new credit season I'm working on. SPA is big today. SPA, I'm not familiar with that project. Does something happen? Okay, yeah. I just bought some gold tether coin today. And then what's up, everyone? What's up, everyone? Milk Money in the chat. How's it going, Milk Money? How's your dog? How's your dog doing? All right, moving on. Top 10 assets in our space. Anything moving? Anything changed from yesterday? Since we did see a lot of movement happening, of course, Solana up about 4% today, almost 5 now. It doesn't look like much has really changed. Yeah, Cardano's still sitting at number 10. Leo's still falling behind it. And then we got, of course, Chainlink, Avalanche, and Toncoin. Yeah, still pretty much the same lineup we saw yesterday. And then, of course, honorable mention going out to Jasmy and XCN. Jasmy currently sitting at 79. Look at that. We're still in the 70s. Still 79 for Jasmy. And XCN, it was in the 80s yesterday, about 85 yesterday, I think. Maybe a little further back, 88. No, I don't see it. Onyx coin, there we go, 92. So we're still in the top 100 for Onyx, for my Onyx fans out there as well. All right, moving on. Okay, this is my favorite metric I talk about every single day, guys. What is it? How many Bitcoin are left across all exchanges? That's right. How many are there for 8 billion people in the world? For the possibility to purchase more as we get lower and lower into the bucket of Bitcoin. Oh, well, this is my trash, but I don't think there's any Bitcoin in here. Well, that's the problem. One day there won't be any. That's the whole problem. So anyway, what is going on with Bitcoin right now on exchanges? We see less and less available. We dip down into this, and we have almost a new low, almost 2.18 million. Of course, we had 2.18 million just a few weeks ago at the end of March. So again, these are trying times, guys. Everyone's going to be flocking to this asset to, of course, hedge against inflation, hedge against the collapse of the U.S. dollar, possibly, or at least the loss of the reserve currency. I have a little snippet from Powell, who also let that slip a little bit again. If you guys catch, of course, at the end of my live stream, I always have a clip of him saying that as well. We don't always have to be the reserve currency. There could always be other reserve currencies. Those are his words. He has said multiple times. All right, so okay, getting back out of that into other things. Okay, BitcoinTreasuries.net, nothing new to see here. Of course, we already caught that up this week with Michael Sellers, new buy-in, sitting at above 500,000. Where is it? 500,031. Yeah, this is off. 531,000 for a microseller currently. And of course, we're still waiting for GameStop to purchase Bitcoin. And yeah, I'm sure that's coming here, maybe in a couple more weeks. They're taking they sure are taking their time though. Bitcoin Rainbow Price Chart, of course, is telling you when to be buying and selling. Not financial advice, but a pretty damn good indication of when to get in and out if you want to, of course, not maybe not time the market, but enjoy your time in the market and not have to sweat all the time thinking, oh, should I be selling right now? Should I be buying right now? Oh, no. It's always a good time to be buying Bitcoin, in my opinion. But anyway, for right now, for the course of the altcoin season, rallying around Bitcoin, we still have a ways to go. Right now, we are still in a buy zone, not even in the fire sale. The fire sale right now is the top of 75K. And yeah, we have to get back down there to get back in the fire. So I still don't think we're doing it. But times are going to get tough. We might get a spike down there for a little bit and shoot back up. We'll see here soon. Be buying right now between 101,000 and where we are right now, about 75K and 100,000. And then from there on out, we're looking at pretty much 101,000 to 138 to be accumulating again in the natural cycle. Although right now it's not quite natural, is it? It's pretty chaotic right now. It's pretty nuts. Of course, all of the markets right now are trying to get used to the idea of these new tariffs and restructuring the economy for that. Top 10 assets in the world. Bitcoin still holding number 8. Of course, flipping Saudi Aramco yet again yesterday. Always good to see that there. Look at this. Silver has outperformed now Amazon, and we're going to, of course, pass by both of them within the next couple months. Maybe 3 months. We'll see. We're getting there, though. All right, let's get back in the chat real quick and find out, if we were caught up on that. I think I got a few more things in there. Happy hump day, everyone. Milk Money in the chat. Yes, Thor brings the thunder. You bring the chaos. Yes, let's freaking go. All right, and I caught that he said by accident reserve currency, but quickly corrected himself and said the USD is the reserve currency. And it's good that it is. That's what he said, right? That's as good as it is. I got a clip, of course, of that coming up. Yes, Godzilla on Rampage over at SPA. So what are you talking about, SPA, Milk Money? Let me before we get into the news, let's take a look at what you're talking about there. Actually, let's show everyone what that project is and do a quick little synopsis of it, as I'm not familiar with that project is. CoinMarketCap.com, bringing you, of course, any token you guys want to look and do some research is always there. Or you can go to CoinGecko too. We can always just do that too. It's been a while since I showed CoinGecko. Same thing, same idea. Okay, so we're just going to search for SPA over here. And we're going to show you guys what's breakdown of this token. So it looks like this token is... Oh, that's Polkadot. What the hell? I typed in SPA. Space? Maybe it's not a cryptocurrency, is it? Let's see. What's going on, Milk Money? What do you lead me into? SPA. SpaceFi? I don't know. I don't know what that token is, if it even is a token. Is not on my watch list for sure. Okay. So while I'm waiting for you to figure that out for me. Because I cannot find it. Oh, there it is, SpareX. Okay, I can find it on CoinMarketCap. That's weird, but not CoinGecko. Okay, but anyway, CoinMarketCap, of course, showing us the max supply for SPA token, which is 5 billion. The total supply, which is almost damn near all minted, which is a good sign, right? So we're close to the total max supply already being allocated for the market. Then, of course, the circulating supply is right now 1.7. So it's being held by most... wallets right now. I don't know how I feel about that one, but we got to dive into to see exactly what the token's about. So SpareX, I don't know how to pronounce it. Founded in 2020, SpareX is a layer 2 blockchain on Arbitrum powered ecosystem committed to the financial inclusion, growth, and stability of through innovative DeFi solutions as a heart as at its heart are USD's 100% collateralized stablecoin offering passive yield, and SPA, the native utility and governance token. SPA powers the ecosystem, enabling community-driven decisions on Snapshot. USD is backed by stablecoin assets, USDT, USDC, and USDCE, which are fiat collateralized, ensuring greater stability and safety. The Spirax team is committed to developing open source software products. The Spirax protocol features like the audited smart contracts and compounding rewards. Okay, so it seems like it is a just like a stablecoin issued yield on Arbitrum, from what I understand here. So what would be the benefit of holding this versus just like USDC? Obviously, this token is the governance token for it, so this is going to be priced in differently than a yield on a stablecoin. But I'm curious to see what your play is on this. But I mean, it's solid tokenomics from what I see. I'm not against that at all. And it definitely looks like it's doing okay. It definitely looks like it's doing okay in the last year. Of course, having its major breakout from 207 to where we are right now, about 1 penny or 2 pennies. Yeah, 2 pennies at the moment. So that could definitely spike up higher. The chart really reminds me of like Onyx. The chart also reminds me of Swiftcoin. And Jasmy too. Jasmy had a similar, not so much Jasmy, because Jasmy's breakout happened a year ago from last month. More like Onyx and let's get back into that. Onyx and Swiftcoin. So you go to the chart on Swiftcoin right here. You can see, of course, the breakout happened back in January, December, I forget. Yeah, right around there. See, same sort of chart here. So very bullish on those projects for sure. If it looks just like that chart, I like it. Look at that. Swift and Onyx look almost identical. Of course, the same thing going on for this Spirax as well. I think you found a good one there. Wouldn't be a bad DCA. I just don't know what your exit target would be at. And it does seem to be moving with some volatility. Okay, so that is SPA. Thank you, Milk Bunny, for sharing. I love doing new coin breakouts, especially since there's so many coins in the jungle, man. There's too many coins in the jungle. All right, weekly looks good. That's Spirax. Yes, and I'm not in the project, but it's popular with the cool kids. Just watching, says Milk Money. Just watching. There you go, man. Well, that might be a new one for you guys for sure. I do like the chart. I do like the token. Oh, jeez. Okay, let's see where we are. Let's get back into that. Okay, so some news today, guys. China weighs in options for managing seized criminal crypto cash as they're taking a similar approach to America and its seized assets, of course, holding them for the long run. China is currently deliberating or managing their dealing with the billions of dollars in cryptocurrency confiscated due to illicit activities. Through trading in crypto nationally banned in China, local governments have this is kind of like on and off again, not true, but okay. Local governments have teamed up with private companies to sell these digital assets. The lack of standardized regulations has pushed local governments to make plans for the disposal of cryptocurrencies. According to the transaction court documents as seen by Reuters, local governments have been using private companies to sell seized digital coins in exchange for cash to replenish the public coffers strained by a slowing economy. Such disposals are a makeshift solution that, well, strictly speaking, is not fully in line with China's current ban on the crypto trading, said Zhong Neng, University of Economics and Law professor Shen Shi. Local governments cash in on crypto seizures and soaring crime. The debate comes as crimes involving crypto are increasing in China. In 2023, yeah, there's so many people getting abducted too, and death threats and everything. Cash linked to illicit crypto activities skyrocketed to nearly 431 billion yuan, or almost 59 billion in US dollars. That's crazy. That is a tenfold increase over the past year. That same year, 3,000 people faced prosecution for the money laundering connected to cryptocurrencies. These seized assets, these cases are overwhelming China's court system and putting pressure on the police. More crypto crime, of course, has meant that more money for local governments, revenue for penalties, and asset seizures to hit 378 billion yuan last year, record 65% jump in the 5 years prior. All right, so sudden flow of crypto wealth is raising serious concerns. My God, guys, we're gonna flip all of the boomers with crypto wealth. This is why we're here, right? We are literally living through the greatest transfer of wealth we have ever seen, and they are concerned because there's gonna be a lot more of this. It's just how it is. Some local governments are becoming worryingly. Really, worrying. The governments are worried. Jesus, seriously. Worried that reliant on these digital windfalls to cover their expenses. It's a risky trend that could distort budget priorities and create unhealthy financial dependencies. One firm, JX Fing Young, I am totally bastardizing that, has reportedly sold 3 billion yuan versus worth of digital assets since 2018, and cites that the Jiangsu province, Liu Honglin, jeez, a lawyer who advises local governments on crypto-related issues, notes that digital coins, easily transferable and anonymous across borders, are increasingly popular for tools for criminals. Probably the likes of Monero, XMR, right? XMR, Monero, and there's another one too that they don't like, Zcash. I think Zcash is pretty anonymous as well. Experts advocate for centralized management of seized crypto assets in China. Lawyers like Jua, I'm not even try that one. Zihao, argue that China's central bank should oversee all confiscated digital assets, and instead of just dumping coins on the market, the government could stockpile them in National Reserve. This is thought out to be just reflected in the more current strategy of President Donald Trump, who has positioned himself behind the construction of the U.S. strategic Bitcoin reserve. Of course, you guys are following all this stuff, right? I'm not the only crazy person in the room, right? That's following this stuff.
Stupid?
Okay, I'm just checking. Mainland China could learn a thing or two from Hong Kong's more open, regulated crypto framework. I 100% agree. Between Hong Kong and Beijing, just a quick little side note, they are two great powers right now. In the running for the crypto capital of the world, as Japan and America are behind. Hong Kong's largest licensed crypto exchange has even suggested a sovereign wealth crypto fund hosted in Hong Kong. They also were, again, another quick side note, just for those who haven't been paying attention. Jesus. The ETFs, the Hong Kong ETFs they rolled out last year with American ETFs as well. They were offering the first ETFs for full, that included staking rewards on Ethereum, and the first ETFs to allow like-for-like Bitcoin transactions. Not just you put your cash in, right? You put this stupid shit in there, right? And then what do you get back? You get Bitcoin? No, you don't get Bitcoin. You get the shit back. Thank you for doing business. You just got all the assets, and we got the trash cash back. Waiting for another financial calamity to just deflate to nothing. Anyway. Inflate to nothing, and whatever. Hong Kong's latest crypto exchange, he even suggested sovereign crypto wealth fund. Winston Ma, I don't know, ex-managing director of Chinese Investment Corporation, second this. He argues that the centralized management would ensure China derives maximum value from crypto seized assets and prevent abuse and inefficiency. So that's what's going on in China right now. It looks like, of course, they got the same similar game plan. Everyone copies America. That's just how this goes. And of course, we covered another two countries getting involved right now in a big way is Germany and Sweden. So everyone's moving into the crypto digital assets. All right, so before let's just get this one off of there, out of the way. Of course, I got a clip from we were just talking about this in the chat, right? Of Jerome Powell today, saying again, just he had to catch himself a little bit there because he knows what's going on.
Dollar funding markets. Dollar funding markets are very sensitive during times of crisis, and it's very helpful. The reason we do it is it's really good for U.S. consumers. So we'll continue to do that, just as part of the dollar being a reserve currency, the reserve currency, most important.
So you guys caught that. Yeah, of course. Milk Bunny, he caught that in the chat. He caught that. And he said this multiple times. It's not the first little slip up, right? Not the first little slip up. He's actually going into details about how there can be multiple reserve currencies, right? It's funny we have these talks in 2025 when we're about to see the entire world adopt digital currency. Just saying. He also mentioned a few things too. I could not find the little snippets of it, but I did. I mentioned hearing him say that again as well. I'd love to get them for future references. But I do have some old clips of him saying the exact same thing he said today, which was, we're borrowing for 14 generations.
It's on an unsustainable fiscal path, and that just means that the debt is growing faster than the economy. We're borrowing from future generations. U.S.
So he said that again today, the exact same line, that it is America's on an unsustainable, fiscal financial path, right? So yeah, it's unsustainable, and he makes it clear again today. Is anyone listening to him? I know a lot of people hate this guy, but I mean, honestly, he's doing okay. He's all right. It's just there's only so much they can do. They only have two tools. You raise inflation, or you print money. I mean, you raise interest rates, or you print money. That's it. That's the only two tools you have. Oh my God, guys, sorry. Got some right down the wrong path. Oh no. Quantum computing research firm Project 11 is offering 1 Bitcoin. Oh. Is that all? Only 1 Bitcoin to anyone who can break Bitcoin's cryptography. Cryptography. Oh my God, this was terrible, guys. I mean, who the hell is going to go out of their way to try to break Bitcoin's network for 1 Bitcoin? For only 80 grand? 100 grand? Even 200 grand? I don't think it's worth it. At least put up your, put it up to at least $1 million. Put a dollar amount on it or something. Get people going. Getting excited to try to break Bitcoin. Good luck. So quantum computing research firm Project 11 is offering 1 Bitcoin to anyone who can break Bitcoin's cryptography within a year. And they give him a year? 1 Bitcoin in a year? What the?
Stupid? What are you, stupid? What are you, stupid?
Oh my God. That's the stupidest thing I ever heard. The Q-Day prize is designed to take a theoretical threat from quantum computer and turn that into a concrete model. Alex Prudence, CEO and co-founder of the Project 11, said in the statement, quantum computing research firm Project 11 is offering 1 Bitcoin worth $84,000 for the first Q-Day prize, a global prize that will go to the first team to crack the elliptic curve cryptography, or cryptographic ECC key using Shor's algorithm. Oh, oof! Sorry, man, I'm just having a day there. Quantum computer within a year. Within a year, it's just so silly. They only give them a year and 1 Bitcoin. The goal of the prize is simple but urgent. Quantify the true threat that quantum computing poses to Bitcoin. Of course, cryptography. The firm wrote in a statement on Wednesday, quantum computers pose potential threats to Bitcoins primarily through the ability to break cryptographic algorithms that secure the network. As Project 11 notes, the Bitcoin uses ECDSA for transaction signatures. Quantum computers using Shor's algorithm could theoretically derive private keys from public keys, compromising wallet security. The firm estimates that more than 6.2 million Bitcoin worth nearly 500 billion are at risk. We have no clear idea on how close we are to quantum computing doomsday scenario for existing cryptography. Alex Prudence, CEO and co-founder of Project 11, said in a statement that the Q-Day prize is designed to take a theoretical threat from a quantum computer and turn it into a concrete model. Some of the world's largest internet firms, including Alibaba, Amazon, Google, IBM, are working on quantum computing projects. In February, Microsoft disclosed a major breakthrough in quantum computing accessibility. That was a nothing. They were basically trying to onboard people into understanding what quantum computer was, but Microsoft just it was kind of a nothing burger for that release from Microsoft. Quantum computing accessibility through the Majorna 1 quantum chip powered by 8 topological qubits, the fundamental unit of information in quantum computing, similar to a bit in classical computing, that may be potentially used to break some of today's encryption models. Some experts estimate that a quantum computer would need millions of stable qubits to break the SHA-256, algorithm that's used to secure Bitcoin's mining and transaction hashing systems. Yeah, so we still are not anywhere near breaking the algorithm, of course, and breaking Bitcoin's encryption. But in the future, we're also going to be having a lot of security updates for not only the Bitcoin blockchain, but all of those legacy TradFi nonsense companies too. Every single company on Earth is going to have have some security against quantum computing when everyone is sitting around. Or we get quantum chips on cell phones too. Can you imagine that? You just have a supercomputer, literally a supercomputer in your pocket. Crazy stuff. Obviously, what we're carrying in our pockets right now would be the equivalent of like a 1999 or a 2000 model supercomputer, I would imagine. In today's standards, 25 years later, I would think so. Okay, so moving on from that, let's check back in the chat before I forget, you guys. Take a little break and take a look at Bitcoin. Looks like Bitcoin is still at 84K. Nothing new. Nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. We're still winning, guys. Oh my God. Any day that we're above the fire sale, it's still a good day. Every day we're still above $55,000, it's a good day, right? Yeah. All right, so what's going on in the chat? Weekly looks good. Daily, maybe not, says Milk Money. We're talking about, that was Spirax, yep. What's going on, family? How is everyone doing today? Amazing coins for you! Jeez. Clifford Bushman is thinking. He's thinking about it, man. He's thinking hard. I don't know what's going on with that emoji. Heidegger says, at only one Bitcoin for reward. It's not worth the effort. Seems like a joke, right? Seriously, right? Like, what? I'm not the only one that was underwhelmed by that, right? Like, what the hell? I still think quantum computing is a meme. Oh my God, dude. That's funny. Yeah, well, maybe. Oh, jeez. We'll see. We got to get into the AI trends. We got to get the AI trend back going first before we really talk seriously about quantum computing. We're still way too early on that narrative. All right, let's get back into the news. See what else we got going on. Right, the quantum computing is out the door. Check. Okay, Fed Jerome Powell signals potential loosening of crypto rules for the banks. He did mention this today too, of course, on the backs of stable coins and the current projects being made. There's definitely a bipartisan support there. I don't think it's going to take very long to get that all done. Since President Donald Trump took office in January, federal banking agencies have shifted their stance towards digital assets. There could be loosening grip on crypto-related rules in banks, says Powell. During an interview on Wednesday's Economic Club of Chicago, Powell pointed at the wave of failures and fraud over the years. Looking at you, Gary. Looking at you. Damn it, God. Damn it, Gary. What'd I tell you? Damn it.
T-A-K-E, not S-T-E-A-K.
Thank you, Gary. Now that we know exactly what staking rewards are. Anyway, I got a bunch of clips from this monstrosity from last year. Last 4 years. What am I talking about? Anyway, moving on. During an interview on Wednesday, we took a pretty conservative approach. Our other bank regulators took an even more conservative perspective on the guidance and rules we impose on banks. Powell said, I think there will be the same loosening of that. We'll try to do it in a way that preserves safety and soundness, that promotes fosters the appropriate innovation, but also does so in a way that doesn't put consumers at risk in ways that they don't understand or make banks less safe around and sound. He added, since President Donald Trump took office in January, federal banking agencies have shifted to the stance towards digital assets. Last month, the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation said that it would rescind its old guidance and provide a new one to clarify that its supervised institutions can engage in impermissible crypto-related activities without getting the agency's go-ahead beforehand. Earlier, the Office of Comptroller of the Currency clarified that the crypto-related activities are allowed in the federal banking system. And the Capitol Hill lawmakers are quickly moving to pass legislation to create a regulatory framework around stablecoins. Full circle. Both the House and Senate have passed stablecoin bills out of their respective committees, and Trump has said he wants it on the desk as soon as possible. Of course, we got the new update from Lummis this week. I think it was yesterday, or it might have been Monday, where Lummis was saying that both bills are pretty much almost on par from both sides, and the House and the Senate are pretty much reflecting that. There's only a little bit they have to hash out, and then it's pretty much in the clear. So this is probably going to pass, I would say, within the next few weeks. Powell called the lawmakers on stablecoins a positive on Wednesday. Stablecoins are a digital product that could only have fairly wide appeal. and should contain consumer protections on the typical sorts and transparency, and that's what the Senate and House are working on, he said. Today we had, while Powell was out there talking, I did get a little bit of a look at the Senate hearings on this as well. And yeah, Elizabeth Warren was definitely up there, rah, 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 Trump and you know, all the other stuff that's normally, you know, out of her mouth. So there's a bit of a pushback on some of this stuff, as you know, Democrats are still salty about losing, and they're trying to shed a light on some of the biases that are clearly there for the some of the Republican Party cabinet members who literally all are pro-Bitcoin, which is great, as they should be, but still, if you're not in it, you're not going to win it. All right, moving on. Let's check the back in Daily Coin. Mantra. Yeah, I forgot about this one. So this morning, I put this on my thumbnail, and I totally skipped over it. We were supposed to talk about it, but we didn't get to it this morning. Mantra rises 35% post-crash. A CEO burns pile of tokens. Again, that was the answer to Mantra's CEO. Out of all the supposed alleged activities going on over there, the horrendous 90% price crash of Mantra has left crypto investors appalled and drawing similarities to the Terra Luna fiasco back in May of 2022. I lived through that. I participated in that, and I still own some of that. I have like thousands of tokens that are worth a penny, like literally a penny. However, Mantra's OM token crashed 90% in approximately an hour, leaving the CEO to blame the massive forced liquidations on centralized exchanges, SEXs, for the accident. Top real world asset coin takes a 90% hit, and the CEO is here to the rescue. Often named as one of the top projects of the real world asset play in the field of crypto this year, Mantra, a protocol now seems to restore its some of the damage after the 90% drastic downturn. Mantra CEO John Patrick Mullen has pledged to burn his share of Mantra tokens, while burning the developers team allocation is still in question. The team's allocation was actually vesting only starting in 2027. Here we go. Pulling up, of course, the real news on Twitter. That's right, the real news brought to you on Twitter. Yeah, it looks like the team was actually vesting only starting in 2027, which is 30 months from the mainnet launch in October of 2024. I'm planning to burn all of my team's tokens, and when we turn it all around, the community and investors can decide if I have earned it back. All right, I mean, you would think that would be fair. I mean, we don't know exactly what happened though. It's just it was forced liquidations, and it was a market's decision, and there's one investor that did. I don't know. It's all alleged. Okay, so it's important to see the team's commitment to the point, and I'll be happy to see the same willingness in the coming months and years. My suggestion is a good decision to ratify this comment would be for the team to not unlock the tokens for at least 12 months, changing the team's token unlock schedule, which was scheduled to start in April. I don't like it. I don't like any of this, man. I mean, I feel like if the coin was sound to begin with, it would have been sound. You don't have to change the entire underlying, don't have to change the entire tokenomics in the white paper from the white paper original launch and everything to fit the current standing if it is a sound product. I don't. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying that coin. That's just it is. We'll see if it comes back, but it's still. I'd rather hold on to. If I were to choose an RWA, I'd rather hold on to. All right, moving on. Let me know in the chat what you guys feel about that. Yeah, Gary was a damn weasel. Ryan Miller, Gary was a damn weasel, man. He was, man. What the hell? Freaking Gary. All right, so what else we got in the chat? What's up, brother? Big Bodo Gaines in the house. How's it going, Big Bodo? How's it going? Heidegger says, at only one Bitcoin. Yes, that's a reward for that quantum computing nonsense. Heidegger says, also, break its security would render valueless the very reward they offer. Exactly. It's so stupid. The entire concept is stupid. Cody Bakula says, what's good, guys? Don't forget to smash the like button. Please. Thank you. Thank you, of course, for shilling. I always forget. Please like, subscribe, do all the things down below. Right. If you like what I am dishing out here tonight. All right, let's move on. I think I just closed that one by accident there. No. I just went right back into the national debt. Yeah, I think we skipped that today too. All right, so let's get back here. VanEck executive unveils massive Bitcoin price target, sees Bitcoin rising 423% in just 2 years. We just, of course, covered Bitwise's CEO, Matt Hogan, and his expectation for Bitcoin to hit at least 180,000 this year. Where is VanEck falling in on this? Well, 423%. I don't want to read the entire thing, but let's just do some quick math. So we're looking at 423%. Appreciation on Bitcoin from here on out, 2 years, would be a, was it like a 200,000 Bitcoin or more? 85, 84, whatever. 84 is close enough. Plus a 423%. Wow, 355,000. That was way off. $355,000 Bitcoin, which is in line with a lot of participants. Although I think that's a little conservative. Of course, that's their job. Their job is to be conservative, as they of course are holding everyone's money for them in investing in these projects. It's all risk. It's all risk. All right, so my inbound phone calls are up like 300% from investment advisors who are afraid to allocate Bitcoin ETFs right now, and into the election and the change in administration, they're much more open to discussing the investment case for Bitcoin, he says. The research analyst says that his 2026 and 2027 outlook for the top crypto asset, for those advisors taking on long-term perspective, we benchmark Bitcoin against gold, specifically 50% against the gold market. That is more speculative in nature. So about half of the gold goes into jewelry and, of course, industrial use cases. But putting that aside, if Bitcoin can reach 50% of gold's, that's a speculative in nature. That would imply that roughly $450,000 per Bitcoin. Bitcoin currently trading at 83,900 at the time of that writing. So yeah, I think that's a fair target. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, by 2030 we're going to probably hit a $1 million Bitcoin regardless, with all the adoption. So I think that kind of lines up there in structure. 450,000 a couple years later, we get the halving in 2028. Yeah, I mean it all lines up. It all lines up. Gary Gensler, guys, here we go again. He issues an altcoin warning, says meme coins are sentiment tokens likely to lose public interest. As I've been telling you guys, Gary the goddamn Goblin Gensler, he's warning everyone out there to not be playing with too many memes in our space right now. It's just going to be a utility run. And don't take Gary's advice, take mine. If you're going to take, although, Gary, he knows what's going on. He definitely hard manipulated this space. Of course, being the MIT instructor on crypto years prior to be taking over as SEC chair. He basically taught at MIT and taught his students that 90%, 99, 90, 95, I forget where he landed on it, were not securities. They were commodities. And even though he was on the board, the head chair of the SEC still did not want to take his prior statements into account, his real accountability for crypto and what he really thinks for the asset class into action, into play as head chair. And so, I mean, I give him some credit to that, but because you got to leave your biases at the door. But his votes, if you ever watched his votes, even with the Bitcoin ETFs, he voted against that, and he was always pro Bitcoin from the beginning to the end. He always said that it was a commodity, and he still voted against putting out an ETF for Bitcoin. So it wasn't even his vote, of course, to get that first ETF rolled out. It was the other members of the chair of the SEC. So I don't want to spend too much time on that. I got some clips coming up too on the Real News part of this as well. But Gary, of course, just fighting our space. I got another banger from last couple years ago. One of my favorites.
Can I ask? Suppose I were to purchase a Pokemon card. Would doing so constitute a security transaction?
You could purchase a Pokemon card. I don't know what the context is, but
If I purchase a Pokemon card, is that a security
retail
transaction?
store, that's not a security.
Okay. If I were to purchase a tokenized Pokemon card on a digital exchange via a blockchain, is that a security transaction?
I'd have to know more.
Okay. So for you, the process of tokenization is what transforms a non-security
just said it.
transaction into a security transaction?
Look, if the investing
I thought you were
public-
technology neutral.
If the investing public is anticipating profits based upon the efforts of others and they're exchanging funds, that's the core.
I
of
see
that
my time has
process.
expired, so. Can I ask?
One of my favorites. Of course, from 2023, I believe. One of my favorites. All right, so yeah, Gary's a weasel. He's a damn weasel, guys. Okay, enough of Gary. I got a little bit of nostalgia though for Gary. All right, guys. Of course, bringing you full circle back to the real news here on Twitter. Please like, subscribe, do all the things down below here on YouTube, but also check me out on Twitter if you like the same sort of content, but on, of course, a different platform. I'm on Twitter as well. All right, guys. So what I got to share for you today? Oh, there's some crazy stuff in our space. TJ Miller. If you guys have caught him, he was, of course, in the Deadpool movies and some other stuff going on as well on, I think, Apple TV. But, yeah, he's been making the rounds now, preaching to the choir about Bitcoin and crypto assets. And, yeah, it's a little snippet here from Altcoin Daily putting this out.
What Bitcoin is for. Right? You can say it's digital capital. You can say it's generational wealth. You can say all of those things, and I'm not going to disagree, okay? But for me, Bitcoin is hope also means Bitcoin can change, right? And it can change your life, and that's when you should think about spending it. If you're not in that moment in your life, then do everything. I've had so many conversations with my business managers where I'm like, what can I do to not sell Bitcoin this year? And you can feel that he doesn't own any Bitcoin. So you can feel that when he's like, well, I mean, yeah, of course that's the focus, but it might be something that has to happen. I'm like, you don't get it. If you got it, then you would be saying to me, I know, I feel the same way. I don't want to sell any of my Bitcoin. So all of this is to say, I'm bullish in a way that I say, do not, and it's not just the 100K. It's not just we've been proven. Did I cry when we got to the new all-time high? Yes, of course, because my parents thought I was a loser for a good 2 years. Exactly. Right. Okay. Mike knows it. Back to front and front to back. That was a big, big moment. But I think all it's done is remind all of us that, like, yes, we were right, but the philosophy, not the numbers, drives the bullish case.
Today's bullish bit was...
There we go. So TJ Miller, he's been making the rounds, guys. He was also what's that one guy on YouTube who he interviews everyone in the crypto world, but also in the stock market. He just had Tom Lee on not that long ago. He also had Larry Lepard on. I forget his name. Anthony Young. No, I forget his name. But anyway, he was on there as well. I caught some of that this week too. But I want to share some of that too because it's so funny seeing celebrities back in the spotlight again, just like we did see in 2021 when what was it? Snoop Dogg was run around with a gold ledger around his neck, right? Yeah, I mean, dude, I mean, it's coming to that point again. We're going full circle back into the altcoin season of 2021. And of course, Jerome Powell came out today.
Fuck the economy. Fuck inflation.
I'll stop it, guys. I'll stop it.
Fuck your soft landing.
Yeah, we know. You say the same stuff every time. Over the 25 years, hard money has vastly outperformed stocks. This is, of course, comparing gold against the S&P 500 within the past 25 years, taking us max bubble territory for stocks. And we're seeing a bit of a pullback now as gold has reached full capacity of scared, panicking, FOMO. And Bitcoin, I'm sure we'll see it as well. I got actually a snippet of that with Anthony Papalano talking about, of course, Bitcoin and gold coming up here too. Senator Justice says buying 1 billion Bitcoin is our opportunity and top priority.
We've got to reach Toby and Edith. We've got to educate. We've got to do so much because right at our fingertips, there's so much opportunity, it's off the chart. I think about, and I know you've heard this 10 million times, but really, if you just explained and said, there was a time we went from a horse to an automobile. We went from an automobile to a flying machine. Then all of a sudden we ended up on the moon, and now we're going to Mars. But in the financial world, we got to do the same thing. We have to do the same thing, and right now, we all know is our time, our opportunity. I'm a real believer, and I'm really, really proud to join the team today. But some way, somehow, we've got to reach.
All right, so yeah, we're getting, of course, movement all over the place in the Senate, in Congress, of course, our sitting president, also Swedish, Sweden is doing the same thing as well. We talked about that yesterday. They're here talking about it again today.
Provokativa vatten med min frågeställning, tänker jag. Vi har ju en guldreserv, vi har en valutareserv, och i USA ska man nu bygga upp en strategisk bitcoinreserv. Och det här är ju en tendens som man ser i ganska många, framförallt utvecklingsländer. Men är det nu dags för Sverige att bygga upp en strategisk bitcoinreserv, och hur ska man värdera de där uttalandena som kommer från USA och andra länder, och är det någonting som vi kommer se mer av i?
Well, there you go, guys. I don't think I want to play the whole thing, but there you have him, of course, talks about the same thing everyone else is having. Why don't we have a Bitcoin reserve? We're going to be the last ones in. We're going to lose. We need to win, of course.
We're going to win so much.
We're going to win so much. Anyway, let's get back to the chat real quick before I go any further. I don't want to forget about you guys in the chat. Gary the freaking Weasel. Freaking Otaku. Oh my God. 50 Shades of Otaku. Yes, right here. 50 Shades of Flames. Of course, with the famous Bitcoin pizza lighter. Yes. Let's freaking go. Jeremiah's in the house. How you doing, Jeremiah? It's been a minute, man. It's been a minute. Silver is going, to explode. It's going to the moon, says Cody. That, of course, is the next biggest one to break out. And it's already surpassed Amazon today. I'm here as promised. Late, buddy, you're here. Yes, Jeremiah, you did it. You did it. Welcome aboard. I'm happy to have you here. Pikachu in the house. Jeremiah, how's it going? And then we got some stuff about to happen, guys. Remember this?
Contrary to many reports, Melvin Capital was not bailed out in the midst of these events.
Hey, this is Andrew Left at Citron Research, giving you 5 reasons why GameStop is going to $20.
And this fair share is a bullshit concept. It's just a way of attacking wealthy people.
We like the stock. We like the stock.
We like the coin. We like the coin.
You're not supposed to make more than 2 or 3% in the stock market.
I actually think, Herb, that they're smarter than we think.
That is, of course, the return of the apes. It's coming again. And we're almost lined up to where we were around that time when, of course, Roaring Kitty exploded on the scene.
Hey, everybody, and a deep fucking cheers to all y'all.
Yes, my spirit animal. Oh my God. I just love this guy. It's so troll. So troll. We're going. Okay. Apes will return, and they will return soon. They will be back again soon. 6 senators are calling for America to pass the Bitcoin Act to buy 1 million Bitcoin. Send it. Yeah, I mean, come on. This is going to definitely be a bipartisan support. If you're not supporting this, well, you don't love freedom. You don't love freedom money. You just don't love freedom. All right, I guess full circle. No, I got plenty more. I wanted to share this too. Oh, I forgot about this. Got my Zbeck fans in the chat. Do you guys catch this new banger by Max?
Hello, everybody. Glad to be back with the Brother Rue. Boom.
Max and Rue put this one out today. This came out about an hour and a half, 2 hours ago, right before my live stream. And they basically show you the original coin launch. And they came out, and the founders were there in person when they launched it.
Problem where employers and payroll companies essentially take custody of workers' hard-earned wages for a period of weeks. And we're bringing that power back to the workers and letting them receive funds in real time for their work and reinvest and do whatever they want with the funds from their wallets.
Instantly getting paid by the second that you are working. I would love to get some sort of revenue like that from YouTube within the second while I'm working. I'm not monetized yet. I'm almost there, guys. I'm almost there. Just a few hundred more views, maybe. bunch of more likes and subscribe. Please subscribe down below. We are getting there, guys. We're getting there. This will be the year we explode. Yeah, check this one out, guys. This one's a banger. I really love this. I'm saying that a lot tonight, but I really do feel like this one is. They did a lot of work on this. Of course, connecting the lines too between BlackRock and Blackstone and Anchorage Digital. They're doing the work. They're looking it up. I love Max. He has so many great deep dives. He's one of my favorite in our space. And of course, yeah, he's a good friend. He's a good friend. Thank you, Max. Thank you. All right. All right, guys. What else I got for you? I got a whole bunch of more stuff for you. BlackRock has just bought another $13 million worth of Bitcoin today. As I showed you guys, we're at the lowest level we've have been ever for Bitcoin. Once again, there's only 2.18 million Bitcoin left on exchanges. Do not sit this one out, guys. We're running out of Bitcoin. They have bought $50 million worth in the past 2 days. Just 2 days. All right, bond market is crashing. Gold is ripping. The biggest financial crash in modern history is loading. It's time for Plan B, says Carl B. Manger on the the Real News World platform, X. Just in, Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell says he thinks there will be loosening of bank rules on crypto. Of course, we covered that earlier. We also had, Russian President Putin says relationship with BRICS countries cannot be stopped. Of course, preluding to the less, the lesser used U.S. dollar in these countries, right?
Ничто не остановится и остановиться не может, потому что очень много стран заинтересованы в этом взаимодействии, тем более, что мы были и по многим направлениям еще остаемся лидерами. Значит, представляем интерес для партнеров. Уверен, так оно и будет. Странами БРИКС в целом.
So yeah, they will not be stopped, and they're already transacting with crypto. Remember, they're already using Bitcoin in China and Russia to settle trade in the likes of like oil and energy, as we covered this week. Michael Saylor, the war of the future of money will be fought with money. Yes, it's World War Trade, not World War III. It's going to be World War Trade. That's what I already dubbed it. I already dubbed it last week. Mark Moss says we need a neutral reserve asset that nobody can control, and the only option is Bitcoin. The only option is
some potential countries buying under the radar. Considering the geopolitical fragmentation we're seeing around the world, let's talk about the big U.S. competitors. I mean, who can beat the U.S. to the punch here, and why is that a threat to the dollar?
Yeah, so, I mean, we talked about already with China potentially angling to have some sort of a gold-backed currency. And if they did that, there would be a lot of confidence in that currency, and that would pull away from the dollar. Mm-hmm. And so that's kind of, I guess, basically what it is. That's the game theory in place. Now, in regards to Bitcoin, maybe some nations beating it to its punch. We know that both China and Russia, I mean, Russia's been kicked out of the global financial system. What are they supposed to do? Just go die? No, they'll figure out another system, obviously. And so there's a lot of stuff coming out of Russia. I don't know how much we can believe, but where Bitcoin has been legalized, and maybe they're already starting to acquire Bitcoin. They're starting to use Bitcoin. Some of the BRICS nations, I'm sure, doing the same thing. They're all trying to find a new currency. And this is actually, if you want to look from a little bit of a bigger lens, this is where it gets really interesting, because what we have is the world is breaking apart. Since the 1940s, after World War II, the world got much more centralized. With the UN and the IMF and the BIS, the world has become much more centralized. And currently now the pendulum is swinging back the other way, and we're starting to decentralize, multipolar. And so now Russia's over here and China's over here and the BRICS are over here, the US is over here. And what's happening right now is they're all trying to figure out, how are we going to do global trade in this era where we don't have a global currency like the US dollar? Each country is now trying to manipulate their own currency. The BRICS are trying to say they're going to start their own currency, which I think is a nothing. It's probably never going to happen. None of those nations will ever trust each other. And ultimately, what the world is going to inevitably fall on is there needs to be what was intended in the Bretton Woods Agreement, a neutral reserve asset. That's what we have to have. We need a neutral reserve asset that nobody can control, that nobody can manipulate, and everyone could agree to that. That used to be gold. Gold doesn't work in the information age. So we need a neutral reserve asset that works, that's compatible with the information age that we're in. And the only option for that, the only option is Bitcoin. And I believe that's where we'll eventually see.
100%. I love the breakdown on this. 100% on point. I mean, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna have drones go back and forth between neighboring countries with boxes of gold? to settle overnight. I mean, it doesn't make sense. You can't have instant settlement, right? As Larry Fink is. I just go back to all these old quotes, of course, that led up to what we are living through right now. Oh, Larry Fink. Anyway, so yeah, great breakdown. I love that Mark Moss interview there as well. What else we got? Let's get back into the chat before I forget you guys. I got a few more things following up. Of course, another thing from Samson Mal as well. Oh boy, you guys blowing it up. I'm here as a promise. Yes, Robinhood play yes dirty on GameStop. Yeah, they did when they shut off the faucet on GameStop last. What was that? Was that 2020? Was that 2019? I think it was 2019. Still was able to make money. What's up, Otaku? I'm here in the Cayman Islands on vacation. Alex, you're in the Caymans? Damn, nice, my guy. Took some time away from the List family to listen to you. Well, I am just, I'm floored, man. I hope you're having a great vacation. Hope to be out there with you in the Caymans at some point. I got a cruise setting up for next year, not this year though. Storm blowing in here through the snow is coming. Springtime in Colorado. Wow. Still snowing in Colorado. Of course it is. Otaku, can you convince Rob to bring back Chad with a free lifetime membership? What? Is he really gone now? I thought we brought him back. I mean, he was banned for like a week, and I thought that was it. He was muted for a week. I don't know. We'll have to take a look at Chad. Freaking Chad. Guys, free Chad. Jeremiah says free Chad. Okay. We'll have a talk about that. Zbeck is my biggest bag. Milk money. Yes. Well, I'm very bullish on Zbeck for sure. And I'm still acquiring it. I still don't have enough, in my opinion. You need millions and millions and millions upon millions of Zbeck. Anyway, we're not in the old bull runs anymore, says Samson Mal. He takes on the exact same stance I am. Yeah, with this one. Now the ETFs, nation states, strategic reserves, and presidents. We're talking about Bitcoin. 500K Bitcoin isn't crazy. Excellion calls for the Veblen threshold when the price goes up, causing demand, and it's going to happen suddenly.
So the game has completely changed. So going back to the predictions, I think everyone wants to play it safe and be the reasonable guy. We'll pick something safe, right? It's up there and it's reasonable. But the thing you have to look at is when you get to 200, close your eyes and imagine Bitcoin is 200 now. What's the world look like? It's a very different world. I mean, 2 trillion, 4 trillion. Now let's say Bitcoin is at 500K. Again, imagine the world. What does it look like? Would people be selling? So at 500, we're almost halfway to gold market cap. And I think at that point, I call it the Veblen threshold. So, you know, Veblen goods, it's the more expensive it is, the more people want it. Luxury, LV bags, Lambos, whatever.
There you go. So yeah, it's going to become, of course, the world reserve asset as well. Okay, Bitcoin's balance on exchanges hits all-time low. Supply shock is incoming. Of course, this is what I showed you guys just earlier. This is not a warning, guys. This is an emergency. 2.18 million. That's all that's left. JPal did it again, guys. He did it again. Yeah, he pretty much did nothing. Just in, China's GDP grew 5.4% in quarter 1, 2025, exceeding expectations. This, of course, is BRICS News. Of course, I got to follow everything, guys. I'm all over the place. I'm following everything. Of course, the main reason why I follow BRICS is, of course, BRICS was established when? The same year. Bitcoin was established in 2008. Of course, because we're all done with the tomfoolery of this silly shit. God. The dollar. Of course, I'm talking about the dollar. Alrighty. We're almost ready to burn some money. Russian Finance Ministry calls for creation of national crypto stablecoin. Yes, they do. They're moving away. That's brought to you by Crypto Rover. Just in, Senator Mike Lee calls for to abolish the IRS and Federal Reserve. And yeah, I forgot about this. This is my favorite speech from McKelly. This was 2 years ago now, I think. This is definitely not new, but it's my favorite speech. Of course, I got this saved.
The real problem is not the high taxes themselves, but the fact they are not even really funding the government. So who's financing the government? Government is financed by treasury bonds. And who buys the treasury bonds? Mostly the Fed. And how does the Fed buy them? By printing money. But what backing does the Fed have for that money being printed? The treasury bonds themselves. So basically, You finance the government by printing money out of thin air. Someone could ask, well, so if the government can print unlimited amounts of money, why would they need taxes? The answer is simple, but it's very shocking. The real problem is that you pay high taxes only to uphold the illusion that you are funding the government, which you are not. The government is funded by money printing, paper backed with paper, a bubble that will inevitably burst. The real problem is not the high taxes themselves, but the fact they are not even really.
My favorite speech. He came out and did that. Oh my God. I'm pretty sure that was the end of 2023. Correct me if I'm wrong in the chat. Anyway, crypto front. Me managing my $200 portfolio for Jasmine. I mean, that's similar. That's kind of similar to my setup, I guess. I just need a laptop. I'm definitely going to get one for the road after I sell the house. I'm going to be on the move, man. I'm going to be on the move. I don't need to work no more. Maybe. We'll see. Depends on how well everything goes here in the States. But yeah, it does look a lot like my setup there. Let's see. At the moment. There we go. Boom. Boom. Funny. All right, guys. All right. Let's get back into it. We're almost done with my Twitter segment, the real news segment on Twitter. Here it is, guys. Of course, a perfect example: $2 billion in gold versus $2 billion in Bitcoin. Right? What would you rather be holding? Where can I go? Like, how can I leave the country and take my wealth with me? Well, I can easily do that with my Bitcoin. I can't do that with $1 billion of gold, a few $1 million of gold. You can't even bring 3,000. That's right. This bar right here, I have a bar on my desk. This bar right here, right? This bar is about $3,000 worth of gold. Well, now it's more. Now it's about actually 13,000. This is this is a lot more than an ounce. This is 200 grams. But yeah, this is about 15,000 currently, maybe a little more. Yeah, I think it's about 15,000. So I can't even bring this on a plane right now because I think it's like a limit of like up to $13,000 worth of gold, or I forget the amount. But yeah, you have a very, very small amount of gold you can actually bring with you on your person versus cash. I mean, cash is different. You can bring in suitcases full of cash if you want, I guess. But someone's probably going to ask you with that too. But guess what? I can bring all my Bitcoin anywhere I want in the world, and no one even knows I have it. That's the beauty of Bitcoin versus the fiat. And then, yeah, we got Wolverine also getting nostalgic like I was too, seeing Gary Gensler today. This is, of course, preluding to the video I have of Gary Gensler on Squawk Box this morning.
Probably watched. So many CEOs were doing almost victory laps in the crypto world as these enforcement cases were dropped by this current administration of cases, of course, cases that you had brought. As you watched that, what did you think?
Look, I'm going to step back a little bit from any individual cases and just say this again to your viewing public. This is a very small part of the financial markets, but if you were interested in this, think about every financial asset sort of trades on a bit of fundamentals and sentiment. But this field is almost 99, or maybe one might say 100% sentiment and very little on fundamentals. And while something like Bitcoin may persist for a long time because there's 7 billion people around the globe, a real keen interest in it, there's 10 or 15,000 others of these tokens. And to think through your own risk, your own personal risk about where are the fundamentals, and if this is just about sentiment, then generally those don't end up well. And
there you go, guys. Gary coming in a little bullish on Bitcoin and a little less on secondary crypto assets today. Yeah, it was the first time he was on air since November, I think it was November of 2024. All right, so yeah, this is me watching watching Fed Jerome Powell speak today in my car, and reminding everyone to take your daily dose of orange pills. That's right. If you haven't taken any of these yet today, guys, you need at least one to keep the FOMO at bay. Or maybe you need to, if you don't have any, you might need to get some FOMO right now to buy some. Acquire some. Diversify or die. That's what I say. It's a lot of fun today, of course, with all this nonsense happening.
Is significantly larger than anticipated, and the same is likely to be true of the economic effects, which will include higher inflation and slower growth.
All right, so yeah, it's pretty much a nothing burger. I know many of you want to see the updated version of Bitcoin and the double M2 chart. Here it is. This is Raoul Pal bringing it to you, telling us that the banana zone is nearing. Guys, the banana's coming. Are you ready for the banana? Let's freaking go.
I'd buy that for $1.
Well, we still gotta give or take 10 days or so. Yeah. Well, he's calling for at least a few days. It's time. It's time. Peter Schiff, gold is now up $100 an ounce, trading at a record high of $3,330 today. CNBC warned its viewers not to buy it. I love this. Peter Schiff is such a troll, man. They compared gold to a meme coin and implied investors would be better off buying Bitcoin. Yes, that's right, CNBC. It's clearly an infomercial for Bitcoin and fake financial news. Wow. Wow, Peter. He is wrapped up in some crazy, weird, some echo chamber of his, man. I do not want to be in his echo chamber. And yeah, just a reminder, you just got lucky, guys. Yeah, you just got lucky, right? You sat here, you viewed these charts day in, day out. You didn't sit around, go home, watch Netflix 24/7. You went home, you had a job. Maybe you're listening to Bitcoin-related news, crypto-related news 24/7, 8 hours while you're at a job, coming home, just consuming all the media, investing in all these, assets. So you're doing all the research. Is this a good market cap? Is allocated coins there? Is the white paper solid? No, you just got lucky. Yeah, everyone forgets. We just got lucky, right? Yeah, that's all they think. That's all they think. This is, of course, everyone else sleeping while we're right here in the thick of it, trading in chaos. That's where we are, guys. That's what we are doing. Just in China's local government sell a $15,000 or 15,000 Bitcoin worth 1.25 billion via offshore private entities, says Reuters. That's happened in the early hours this morning. Then we, of course, I was sharing, guys, reminding you that Jerome Powell was going to be speaking today. And the United States announced 245% tariffs on imports on China. That was right after we got done with the live stream this morning. And then we've got Bitcoin market cap dominance of the new year 4-year high. Yeah, there is no second best. Of course, there is no second best. There we go. Full circle, guys. We have made it to, of course, the morning live stream in the morning. All right, so daily reminder, guys, we are doing a morning live stream, but tomorrow I will not be able to attend. I'm going to miss it. I just want to let you guys know that I will not be streaming tomorrow morning. I actually have a house to see, or a property I'm looking at, not investing, renting for at least a year, maybe. I don't know. I really don't want to stay here no more, but you know what? I'm going to try one more time, see if I get a good deal on it. So I will not be here in the morning. But anyway, let's continue on with the normies. What are the normies doing? Are they paying attention? Probably not. They're probably stupid. All right. So, of course, normies looking up 3 things typically every single day. That's sports, video games, and celebrities. It's the only thing the normies typically care about. Let's see if they get a passing grade today. Real Madrid. So we got sports. Zoom outage. Interesting. Monterey, America. Okay, we got more sports. Normies love their sports. Okay. Nora, Matthew, Lawrence, celebrities, Newcastle, sports. Subaru Outback, a car. Michelle Tatchberg, cause of death. I don't know what's going on with that. Spotify outages as well. The Rolling Stones, really weird mixed bag today, guys. George Clooney. He's dead. Is he dead? Tyler Hero, Matas Bezella, okay, Patty Morin, and yeah, that's it. That's it, guys. The normies have failed. Another F minus for the normies today. All right, and have they been paying attention to our space at all with Bitcoin-related searches? More than likely not. This is the past 12 months for Bitcoin-related searches. Of course, the peak being towards the end of last year when Trump won the U.S. election. Bitcoin, of course, getting its first all-time high to over $100,000 Bitcoin. And then even when we got the 110, I think it was back in January, February, when we hit about 109K, right? We still did not get above the interest level that we had back in November. So Bitcoin, of course, is still not in the eyes of the normies. Alrighty, let's see what else we got here. It's been a while since we covered this. I did want to do a quick little mention of this before I go into the charts and give you guys live predictions for tonight. Bitcoin balance is on your wallets, guys. If you're holding a significant amount of Bitcoin, you won't take much to get to that 1% new world high net worth individual lifestyle, right? The high net worth individuals now are only going to need to hold at least 1 to 10 Bitcoins to be in the top 1%. So if you are holding a Bitcoin right now, odds are you are going to be that of legend in the near future. So I, of course, always want to encourage everyone, if possible, to get on 1 Bitcoin. I mean, you can do it while you're, stacking other coins and, making gains. Just do not roll your gains into your profits into fiat, right? Diversify, and of course, Bitcoin and other assets, in my opinion, not financial advice. Okay, so just want to, of course, bring that one up there. And still a very, very small percentage, less than 1 million addresses, meaning less than probably 250,000 people. I mean, how many addresses do I hold? 4 or 5? And I don't have all my assets in one place. So these addresses, of course, don't even add up to the amount of people holding these assets. So there's less than 1 million people holding at least 1 Bitcoin or more. Crazy, crazy stuff. And you can protect your wealth as well with even holding 1/10 of a Bitcoin. Right now, only 14% of the addresses hold at least 1/10 of a Bitcoin. So don't think you're out if you just don't have one, right? So I just want to change your guys' mindset. It doesn't have to be just 1 Bitcoin. All right, so moving on. We're getting back into where is Bitcoin headed into the foreign market open. Right now, it looks like it's starting to settle down, and we did pump all the way back up to about 84.2, 84.25, somewhere in that range right now. We're setting up new buy and sell levels, making mostly a support at around 82K. Where is that? Actually, a little higher than that too. I can't see because we don't pay for this. We get it for free on YouTube. Don't pay for something you get for free. Am I right?
What are
Come
you,
on.
stupid?
All right. So yeah, it looks like about 83. I think that's about 83 sitting up. This is refreshing now. 83 is our new bottom now, where all the sells our buy-in orders are being placed in a really strong level, and all of our sell is coming in about 87. So that's pretty good. That's pretty bullish. Continuing this move upward, following the fire sell all the way up without even touching it. We still have not touched the fire sell yet. Okay, so where are we going with Bitcoin tonight? Of course, we're going to do some Crypto Chaos magic, get the ritual sticks in place, and give you guys a good idea where the market, of course, is heading into the evening hours, the early morning hours for tomorrow before the market opens. So there we go. It's been a while since I explained this, so I'm going to explain what I do, of course, every single night. We bring you the Crypto Chaos. Yes, we do. Via the Bitcoin candle. That's right. We light the Bitcoin candle. It's our ritual. The first step in our ritual is lighting that candle. And today is going to be difficult because my candle is pretty much got like no wick. So I can't even light it with my tool of destruction, which is my... Where the hell is it? No! I can't do it without my famous... There it is. Bitcoin pizza lighter. All right. So, yeah, we're going to, of course, light a Benny on fire as a sacrifice. But normally I just set it on fire on the altar and do, of course, our seance. But now I'm going to have to do it before I light the candle and then place it into the candle, of course, to complete our ritual. There goes the Benny up in flames. And let's put him out on the candle. Whoa! And he's on my keyboard and he's singeing it. Oh no. This is how the studio burns down before I sell my house. There we go. So the Bitcoin candle has been lit and it is aflame, burning. Okay, so the Bitcoin candle has been lit. Of course, we idolize the moon via the moonstone. Yes, the moon. And we are ready to go as long as I say the seance. Krokpeos! And Crypto Chaos has begun. Okay, so where are we going with Bitcoin? So the reason why we got these ritual sticks up here, why I call them that, is because in the midst of our ritual, we analyze everything we just did, right? We went over the entire market sentiment. Right now, it's feeling kind of iffy. I would say it's still more baseline, maybe a little bullish. Of course, Bitcoin should be reacting to these hedge of inflation type scenarios, right? So this is where we're at right now. We're sitting at 9 p.m. 9:30 almost. Wow, we're already into almost 9:30. So we're about halfway through. The market opened at 9 o'clock in Japan. That's an hour and a half ago from right now. So right now we're watching, of course, the market open live in the foreign markets. And the reason why I have these labeled up here, these are our ritual sticks. All you need to know is 3 numbers, guys, in the United States Eastern Standard Time, and you know where all the volatility is in the world at any given time. It's amazing, I know. I'm a genius. No, but yeah, of course, you can look at down the volatility here, and you can see that represented, of course, with 9 a.m. being the market open for the biggest market on the earth. Of course, that's America. So we see, of course, the volatility start to spike there. Then we have about lunchtime right here, about 12 o'clock. Of course, getting another spike of volatility. And the market close where we see usually a drawdown into, settling everything that's happening right now. So Bitcoin right now, also another highlight of this too, is all the ETFs settle at 3 p.m. as well. So you can see a run up when they're buying a big load up of all this sell-off. They're using everyone as liquidity, and they're buying it all up at the end of every single day. So it's crazy when you watch this stuff play out. It's just how it is. All right, so so with that in mind, that is one of the main things we look at, and I can get a really good damn reading as where we're headed every single night by just looking at these key levels and the market sentiment. And I'll give everyone a chance to shine, even the bears out there, the super bears. I always give them a little bit of a credit with giving them, of course, the super bear predictions, of course, for fun. Back down to the fire sale. That's where they're headed right now. Of course, everyone who's super bearish right now is looking at the fire sale. And then we're just going to clean this chart up and give you guys a new prediction tonight. Of course, yesterday hitting our baseline target almost exactly on point.
You're going to win so much, you may even get...
Yeah, and I'm tired of winning, guys. I want to be so wrong. I say this every night. I'm so sick of it. But I want to be wrong. I want to see Samson Mounds predicted Godzilla candle. Let's clean up the chart before we get started. But yeah, we still haven't seen that Godzilla candle yet. It's coming. Don't you worry. All right. So now we cleaned up the board. Let's get into market predictions tonight. Going back to look at the live heat map showing you the current buy and sell trade levels. Again, we're still looking at the same thing, right? So about 85K is kind of where we're range bound right now, between 84 and 85, with our bottom being about 83 and some change, and our top being around 87. All right, so we're range down between those two areas. You can see it's pretty much that's between 86 and 82.5. Yeah, that's close enough. That's close enough. So baseline, of course, is going to be somewhere right down the middle, just like we did last night. It was pretty much just like that, right? It's going to be something like that tonight as well. Market, of course, opening up and getting the most volatility around noon in the foreign markets, selling off, maybe retop, and then coming down sideways and selling off again in the morning. That is going to be pretty much the baseline target tonight into the U.S. Open. And then we're going to get a... we'll do bullish next. We'll do bullish next. Before I do that, though, of course, let me get back in the chat real quick and see what's going on with you guys in the chat. What's up, man? Dave F. in the chat. How's it going? Orange pill, yes, yummy. They are amazing, guys. They taste like financial freedom. I love them so much. What's up? What's up? Squirtle takes the orange pill and evolves. Green tea's in the house into War Turtle. What? War Turtle uses liquidation. I love that Pokemon move. That's not a move. Okay, what's up? What's up, my guy? We had Pikachu use agility earlier, too. I saw that. Okay, pump started at 5%. I brought Doodle back as a Pokemon. What? Where's Doodle? Where is Doodle? Is the unknown Doodle? Is that you, Doodle? Oh my god, guys, I gotta go back. I need to see all this stuff up here. Holy crap, you guys have been blowing up the chat for a while. Bitcoin pump in 1 hour. That speech was fire. Bitcoin, yes, was it Moss? Yeah, I think it was Moss. We got Pikachu, I see you. How about round 3? Where's my Jigglypuff, man? Where's my Jigglypuff? Gotta do a live stream from McDonald's. Oh, dude, I have to. When I get my laptop, I'm definitely gonna do a live stream at McDonald's, man. I mean, setting money on fire in a freaking McDonald's. Let's go. I would do it at my old job, but my manager is not gonna be happy me going back there. Okay, so yeah, we got what else we got here? We got the Pokemon battle here. I brought Doodle, the battle of the Pokemon. OK Pump has started 5%. Pikachu uses agility. We need to be using agility to speed up this bull run, man. Where's altcoin season? No need to fear. I am here, says Quintessence Quest. How's it going, Quintessence? And then, yeah, Gary, of course, is still a weasel. What's up, man? Yes, the orange pills are yummy. Booster Rocket is started. Quintessence also says Otaku is a pill addict. We need to help him. Oh man, I am. I can't stop preaching about these orange pills, man. They changed my whole entire life. I can tell you, just like someone who's on Adderall or something, addicted to Adderall. Okay, yeah, Booster Rocket is started. Ready to go up. Squirtle takes the orange pill and evolves into War Turtle. Yes, that's when she evolved into War Turtle. Freaking awesome, green tea. What's up? Yes, Juan, how's it going, Juan? You are lucky. I am disclosing on your channel. What? Oh my, what essay? Geez, what in the world? Crypto JPEG says, I'm late, but I'm here. Milk Money, let's go. I'm ready to part with where my face melts. When we get to that part, man. I can't wait for that part. Otaku brought out the crack pipe. I got my crack pipe in my collar. If you guys remember that. That good one from Bum Fights. Oh, jeez. Doesn't matter. Doesn't work with a real $100 bill, Otaku. You can't use fake. All the money burns the same. Come on.
I'd buy that for $1.
I mean, either way, I'm still burning money. Hello, Otaku, future crypto millionaires. How's it going, Beebs? Can we take a look at Swiftcoin, Otaku? Of course we can. Corey. Right as soon as I'm done with the market predictions for Bitcoin. Yeah, currently sitting at 84.3. Pikachu throws Z-Back coins at Squirtle. It's super effective. Oh man, yeah, maybe as a substitute, you just throw Z-Back and coins at her. Oh god. All right. Okay, let's get back into Bitcoin real quick. Do some of these price predictions, and then we'll get into taking a look at Swiftcoin before we close the stream. Because I'm curious too. As again, the target's pretty much similar to XCN right now. The charts are looking the same anyway. Okay, so yeah, market looking pretty good right now and in the right direction. Of course, we can still retest 84.6, and our bullish prediction would be maybe a quick little breakout of there and a run up to our previous target of 85.5. And if we get super bullish, which is going to be the next one, we'll see a little bit higher range of maybe. What would be at 87k? Yeah, they're breaking out there, 87k. Yeah, I gotta pull that on over. We're about ready to lose it. I gotta keep going down the line on the chart. Okay, so yeah, that takes us into our bearish prediction. Our bearish prediction, probably, of course, coming back down to retest this lower level by 83k. I don't think we're going back down that low, but if we do get a double top tonight, we could fall back down and hit that in the market open, and then buy that back up again, just like everyone else does in foreign markets. When we sell off during the day, they buy it up in the foreign market open, and we're probably going to do the same thing too if we see a sell off into Bitcoin in the morning for American audience as well. Okay, so that is red, and yeah, we're going to be doing our Super Bull, Super Bear scenarios as well. Super Bull, of course, going up to that 87k target. I would love to see that just blow on through there. Hit that 87k, probably again roll on that over, and that would be our Super Bowl scenario. I don't think that's gonna happen again, but you never know. You just never know. We called that a couple of streams ago, and it did hit, so you just never know. I'm still thinking more bullish / baseline. I feel like we sold off enough today. Again, falling all the way from 86k down to 83. I think we sold off enough. Hell, we even touched 80. Oh, no, it was 83. Yeah, 83. Right on the dot, pretty much. So, yeah, I'm going to call again more baseline bullish tonight. We could still see that trade sideways down and lower, and a little bit of buyback into a bear scenario, too. I don't know. But I'm still feeling more baseline bullish. Yeah, baseline bullish. That's what I'm going to call it. All right, of course, giving the Super Bears their time to shine too. Super Bear target would be the fire sale, coming back down all the way down here, breaking through every key level of support, and coming right back up in the market open for no reason. No reason. That, of course, being the Super Bear target for the night. All right, guys, that is full circle Bitcoin predictions for tomorrow open. No one does it quite like we do here. Let the crypto chaos magic flow through you. It's in everything, guys. Just like Yoda said, right? It's in the rock. It's in the tree. It's in the charts. Just let it be. Oh, no. Oh, no. Let's go. Someone opens my door. What? Oh. You didn't see me playing with my dolls again? No, I didn't see you playing with your dolls again. One of my favorite scenes from Spaceballs. All right. So, let's get back into the chat, and then we'll take a look at SwiftCoin for Milk Money. Was it Milk Money? I think it was Milk Money. I gotta go back up to see who asked for that. Okay, so yeah, let's go back into here. Halo Otaku, Crypto Future Millionaires. Yes, Beebs. Can we take a look at SwiftCoin? That was Corey. Yes, Corey. How's it going, Corey? Pikachu throws Z-Back coins at Squirtle. Yes. Bling, Bling, Crack, Pipe, and Collar. Yes. Oh, God. Vector, yeah. Yep, Vector can't help. Yeah, you probably seen that before. What was his name? Bling Bling. Yeah, his name was Bling Bling. Yeah, Bling Bling's crack pipe in his collar. Yeah, bum fights, 2005 or some early 2000s. Stupid, crazy, stupid stuff. Did not expect a bum fight quote today. That's right. You never know what to expect from the Crypto Otaku. Oh my God, in the chaos. You better call that beer. I say, give me another one. You better call you beer. That's another quote. It reminds me of something else, too. Jeez. What's up, Otaku? Corey Nichols? Yes. Milk Money says, future of family coming in strong. Coming in strong. All right, guys. Let's get back into SwiftCoin real quick. Check that in the charts and call it tonight. We got to get over to Rob and his Rob Futures lives going on tonight, right? So we're going to be participating over with him and his community. If you guys are not part of Rob over at Crypto Futures, take a look at the link in the comments section below. I've got the link there for you, and it's a super fire community. I've been having a blast there. Yeah, just participating with them. SwiftCoin right now, currently sitting at 1 cent 45. Yeah, looking like it's holding up pretty well, actually, in the midst of everything. We did reclaim this 1-4 key level, up from 1-2, 1-2-3, 1-2-3, 4. Oh God! But yeah, it looks like we're really making a new line of support there, bouncing it off pretty clean, and yeah, we're holding in pretty strong where we're at right now. As long as we can stay above this key level right here, and we can double bottom, which it looks like we're about to double bottom. Triple bottom, I don't know. That might fall through, actually. It depends on Bitcoin. If Bitcoin loses a structure at 84K, I do see that breaking down. It has retested that key level too many times. Let's go back to SwiftCoin. We'll zoom in too. Take a look at the lower key, the shorter time frames. Yeah, so we did see this pull up. I mean, that got bought up pretty quick though. I would say one more test of this, then cap bounce, and then we're going to see a lower level. So something like this. So hopefully we won't see that. Hopefully we see maybe a retest up to the top here of 1.5, and then come back for another retest, and then correction, and then go, maybe a little bit up from there, creating, of course, a cup and handle pattern. That would be the place I would look for, at least verification, right? To confirm that it's going to play out that way. But as of right now, if we do not hold at least 149 and can't get it back above and retest that, I'd pretty much be saying, yeah, we're heading for a lower level. And the next lower level would be right around here, 1.4. Of course, being another psychological level, it's always how that plays out. You just look at the chart, and it's like, oh yeah, it's probably a psychological level. Yep, it is. And then, yeah, lower than that, because there's really nothing too much lower than this. You can backtest a little bit there. I mean, that kind of plays out. Would be about 1.34. What the hell? Yeah, so that's what I'm looking at right now for SwiftCoin. Again, hopefully it holds up, although it's looking like it's not holding up in the 5-minute. The 15-minute, that half hour, everything looks really bad in the longer time frames and structure. So with that being said, I'm looking for more of likely a 70% chance of a retest of some of these lower key levels. That's just what it is. That's just what it is. But again, obviously we're long-term bullish on SwiftCoin. I hold a big bag of SwiftCoin. I love the chart compared to XCN as well, doing the same similar thing right now. Almost exactly the same thing right now. Yeah, so I do see these two coins, of course, melting faces in the next 3 to 6 months. We just gotta wait it out, guys. And almost around the same price point too. It's crazy. It's almost like everyone's trading these two together. Crazy, crazy stuff. All right, guys. So that's what's going on with Swiftcoin. Let's see what else is going on in the chat, and then we're gonna call it for a night. Did not expect bum fight quote yet. What's up, Otaku? Yes. Future family coming in strong, and Blastoise uses what? You can't be a Blast. Are you a Blastoise now? What? Blastoise uses market crash, one hit KO. Done. It's not like Fisher, right? The Fisher. I think Blastoise can learn Fisher too. Anyway, I will catch you guys tomorrow. Thanks again for coming out. It was a lot of fun. As always, this is what I do this for, guys. I don't do it for the fame and the fortune. I do it for the community. And the chaos. Ah, yes, guys. All right. I will catch you tomorrow. Have a great night. Don't do anything stupid. Don't do anything stupid. All you gotta do right now is just sit on your bags, sit on your hands, and just hodl the line. Good things are coming, guys. Good things are coming. You can't be like beaten down forever. We're an emerging market, emerging a new asset class, alien asset class. All right, guys. I'm spent. I'll see you over at Crypto Future. Peace.
The agency informed the NASDAQ and the CBOE that BlackRock and Fidelity's proposals are insufficient.
We can make the dollar the most attractive currency by continuing to have the rule of law.
You can always print money to do that.
I suppose it would diminish our status as the reserve currency.
Just shut up. There's no expectation of privacy above me in the sky.
So Bitcoin is the solution because you can buy Bitcoin right.
I use Misty's tears to wipe away all of your pain and your portfolio. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.
Bet.